I've worked for Vets Now for about 2.5 years. I've been a senior vet for 2 years at Glasgow, and I locumed for about 8 to 10 months prior to that. I was in practice, and I wasn't actually in practice very long. I was in practice for about 2 years before I started to think there must be something else, there must be more to being a vet than this. It was a breath of fresh air, completely different to anything I've done. Although I worked in a practice that was large and that we did our own out of hours, the own out of hours we had no support and had no backup, and Vets Now provided that. So for me, when I found out that there would be a job vacancy arising, I jumped at the chance. And either you're going to be a vet that's been in practice for a while and is very either disillusioned with practice or bored because it's routine, it's regular things, it's vaccinations, it's boosters, it's anal glands, and therefore you're looking for a challenge. And Vets Now provides that because it truly is, you don't know what's going to come in the door. And very much it can be a famine or a feast, which is the nature of an emergency clinic. But when it is that, one thing after another, it just, the adrenaline buzz that you get from it, and it's a job that you can really make a difference, and it's a difference that you see, within a matter of minutes. Emergency work gives you that choice of medicine and surgery, and even the odd orthopaedic, how to manage fractures just as soon as they've happened. And because we're such a progressive company, we do have fantastic in-house facilities. We do have access to drugs that potentially the general practitioner just doesn't stock because they have no need to stock it, because the cases that they see are few and far between. And that's really good because again it tests your skills as a vet. Even as a night shift worker, you're never alone. You've always got the other 39 vets out in the clinic somewhere that you can bug. Through Vet ECC, you can go online, post questions and hopefully get an answer, because not everybody is going to be up all the time. And if you go on to Vet ECC at any point, there's always somebody blogging away, got a question that you can go in and look through the archive even. And it wouldn't be the first time that here we've had phone calls just asking for advice, or more likely asking for confirmation of a diagnosis and a second opinion. And do remember, although I talk about support between the vets, the nurses that we have working are all fully qualified nurses, and most of the time they've been there, they've seen it, they've done it, and they can offer a wee bit of guidance. You get that adrenaline high and you get that adrenaline buzz from Vets Now because you never know what's going to come in the door. But it's one of those companies that as soon as you start talking to the staff, it really energises you, and you just get back to, this is what I want to do, this is what I enjoy. They provide me with a fantastic opportunity to keep up to date with the latest CPD, to keep my skills up to date, which is really important in this profession. If you've graduated, say 2009, you've had a year in practice to find out what veterinary medicine's all about. When you're in practice and you're doing the general things, you become fairly bored because it's routine. Routine things happen and common things happen commonly. So you do become a bit bored, and therefore you've had a year in practice, you've decided that it's maybe not for you, but you don't know where else to go. And Vets Now provides that step, and you've had a year in practice developing basic skills, and as long as you've got those basic skills as a foundation, then we can build on anything else. So when I came to Vets Now, my surgical skills with regards to a GDV were limited. It's a question of, can I improve this dog's condition from where it is at the moment? Do I know what the right diagnostic steps to take? And if I'm not sure, do I know where I can get that information? So if you're approached with a foreign body, you know the approach that you should take to going into an abdomen. You've already got that ingrained. And I think the most important thing is not to panic. But if you're quite professional but laid back at the same time, and you can, withdraw from the cases, have a look, and then go back to them again, I think it's a brilliant career path. And the thing about Vets Now that keeps me here is a selfish issue. It's instant gratification. You never know what's coming in the door. When you get the big cases in and you put so much effort into them, and 12 hours later they're walking back out or they're up on their feet and you've made a difference. It sounds very dramatic, but it is life and death, it is cutting, and it just gives you that whole adrenaline fuel that you see the difference that you make on a daily basis.
To find out more, visit www.vets-now.com/cutting edge and move one step closer to the career that you deserve.